Yo, the way the world is right now, some of y'all really need this. So I'm not sure if y'all remember Joseph's story. Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, and officer could also mean eunuch, by the way. Potiphar had brought Joseph into his house, and Joseph started to prosper because the Lord was with Joseph, and the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. Some of y'all are blessed, man. Some of y'all really don't got to work hard at all. Some of y'all literally just get it easy, made in the shade. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand. And he knew not aught he had. And aught basically means he had no concern. He had no concern over anything that he had, except for the bread that he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. And you have to understand that this verse right there, sometimes it's translated in a different sense, in the sense of being beautiful. And let's just keep going. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me." And this is where your integrity is going to play a crucial part. But he refused. That's crazy, yo. And said unto his master's wife, "Behold, my master wotteth." I know it's a crazy word, but wotteth means to know not. So my master knows not what is with me in the house, and he has committed all that he has into my hand. So Joseph was giving some respect to his master, which is pretty crazy. You know, it's pretty honorable to do when you're a slave. But there is none greater in this house than I. That's wild. Neither has he kept back anything from me but you, because you are his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? I think what we tend to do is we tend to put sin upon ourselves, that we're just sinning against our own self and our own body. Even the Bible says that some of these sins are against ourselves. But I think that we would have a much greater successful plan if we realize that when we sin, we're not really sinning against ourselves. We're really actually sinning against God. I mean, think about it. We're in a relationship with him. We're in a marriage with him. And if we're supposed to be the bride and we're off, sleeping around with other people's wives or other people, for instance, I mean, just think about that. You're not really sinning against yourself because you don't really even matter. God does. God's the reason why you're infinite. God's the reason why you're prospering. So God bless y'all. Have a good one. That's why you really need that.